is this beautiful square that looks like tiles and it's lacy. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the tile motif. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 4. Alright, so we're going to start with a slip knot and we're going to start with a base ring. For your base ring, you want to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to do a slip stitch to the first chain that you made. So into that first chain, insert your hook, grab the yarn, and pull through to close. And we're going to be working into the center of the ring. For row 1, we're going to chain 1. And then into the ring, you want to do 8 single crochets. So into the center of the ring, insert your hook and do a single crochet. That was 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do a total of 8 and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so I just did my 8th single crochet. And now we're going to do a slip stitch to the first single crochet of the row. So you insert your hook on top of that and then do a slip stitch. And this here is the end of row 1. For row 2, we're going to chain 2. And then into the same stitch, we're going to do 1 double crochet. So into the first stitch of the previous row, 1 double crochet. Now we're going to start the row repeat. It starts by doing a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you want to do 1 single crochet into the next stitch. So into the next stitch, 1 single crochet. Now you're going to chain 3. And into the next single crochet, you're going to work 2 double crochets together. So for that, we're going to yarn over, go into the stitch, grab the yarn and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop. Now we're going to yarn over, go into that same stitch with our hook, grab the yarn and pull up a loop. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops only, and stop. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And that's our double crochet 2 together. And that ends the repeat. So we're going to go back to the beginning of the repeat. You're going to chain 3. Into the next stitch, you're going to do 1 single crochet. Then you're going to chain 3. And into the next stitch, you're going to do a double crochet 2 together. So for that, we yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, grab the yarn and pull up a loop. You're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops only. You're going to do that again, yarn over, go into the same stitch, grab the yarn and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 only, and stop. 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that ends the repeat. So we're going to do it one more time. We're going to chain 3, do 1 single crochet into the next stitch, chain 3, then do your double crochet 2 together. I'm going to do that a bit faster. Three loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Now we're going to finish off by doing a chain 3, then 1 single crochet into the next stitch, sorry, my yarn got caught there. So 1 single crochet into the last stitch there. Now a chain 3. And now we want to do a slip stitch onto the top of the chain 3 that you started with. So into the 3rd chain that you started with, insert your hook, grab the yarn, and pull through. And you've created this little flower here. This here is the end of row 2. Now for row 3, we're going to start by doing a chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that counts as a double crochet and a chain 3. Now into the same place as this slip stitch, into the top of the chain there, you're going to work 1 double crochet. So into the same place that you're currently in, a double crochet, and then a chain 3. And we're going to do that again into the same place, a double crochet, and then a chain 3. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet into the next single crochet. So into this stitch here, the single crochet, into there we're going to do a double crochet. Now we're going to do a chain 3. And now we're going to start the row repeat. So the repeat starts by doing 1 double crochet and chain 3 times on top of the next double crochet 2 together. So this one here, on top of it, we're going to work 1 double crochet, then a chain 3, and you want to do that a total of 3 times. That was my first time. Now second time, double crochet into the same place, then a chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now a third time on top of the double crochet 2 together, a double crochet and a chain 3. Now into the next single crochet, you're going to work 1 double crochet. And then you're going to chain 3. And that ends the repeat. We're creating this like little square. So I'm going to just finish this all with you, alongside with you. We're going to go back to the beginning of the repeat by doing on top of the next double crochet 2 together. We're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 3, into the same place another double crochet, chain 3, and into the same spot another double crochet and chain 3. Then we find the next single crochet and into it do a double crochet. And now we're going to do a chain 3. And now for our final repetition here, because we have the last double crochet 2 together, I'm going to do that a bit faster. Into it we do a double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, and then into the same place, double crochet, chain 3. And now into the last single crochet here, we're going to do a double crochet. One second here. Double crochet. And we're going to do our final chain 3. And now to finish off this row, we're going to do a slip stitch onto the third chain of the chain 6 that you started with. So we can count from bottom to top. We count 1, 2, 3. Into that third chain, insert your hook. Grab the yarn and pull through to close. That there is the end of row 3, and it's the end of the last, or of the first motif. Sorry. You can go ahead and cut off your yarn. And this is the first motif. So the way this is worked is we're going to do 4 of these, but we're going to connect them as we go. So now for the second motif, you're going to go ahead and go back to the beginning of this one, and you want to repeat the base ring, row 1 and row 2. But row 3, we're going to do it together. So I'm going to do that and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so I've done my second motif, or started it, I should say. I did the base ring, row 1 and row 2. And in row 3, we're actually going to connect it to the first motif. Where we're going to go for this one, we're going to go basically to the bottom of it on these corners. And we're going to connect it there. So I'll show you how to do that. Essentially, I'm here at the end of row 2 of the second motif. Now row 3, we're going to start it by doing a chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this chain 5 counts as a double crochet and a chain 2. Now we are going to connect it to the corner of the first motif. And I want to connect it to basically the bottom right corner. And we're going to be doing that. I'll show you here. You could have double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. So you're going to be connecting it to the first chain 3 of the corner. So this one here. So I'm going to be going, let me see, grab my yarn, going into that chain 3 between the double crochets, grabbing the yarn and creating a slip stitch. And now let me see, make sure that your motif doesn't twist when you do that. Now from here we're going to chain 1. So chain 1. And now we're going to do into the same spot as we started this row. We're going to do a double crochet and a chain 3 2 times. So I'm at the top of the double crochet 2 together. Into there, insert your hook, grab the yarn and do a double crochet. Then a chain 3 and do that one more time. Into the same spot, a double crochet. And then a chain 3. And so what this does is it creates the corner of this motif at the bottom. I feel like these tails are kind of getting in the way here, but it creates the corner, the right top corner of the motif that you're currently working. Now we're going to be working it this direction. So moving on, you've done chain 3 last. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet into the next single crochet. So into the single crochet of the previous row, do a double crochet. Now we're going to chain 3. Find the next double crochet 2 together. And on top of it, we're going to work a double crochet, a chain 2. And now we're going to connect to the other corner of the previous motif. And you want to do that at the first chain 3 that you have in the corner. So in this corner we have double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3. So into this chain 3 is where we're going to go. So let me grab my yarn here, insert my hook under this chain 3, create a slip stitch, and now I'm going to chain 1. And now we want to do a double crochet and chain 3 into the same place 2 times. So yarn over into the same spot, a double crochet, chain 3, and then double crochet into the same spot, and then a chain 3. So now, as you can see, you have joined the sides of the new motif to the old motif. And you're going to have like a bit of gapping here in the middle. Again, I feel like I should get rid of these tails. I might start sewing them to move along so it doesn't get too messy. But you're going to have some gapping here. And that's what we want. Now we can just continue working this motif normally with a repetition. So I'm going to do it with you. We're going to do now a double crochet into the next single crochet. So you find the single crochet and on top of it do a double crochet. Then you chain 3, find the next double crochet 2 together, and into it we're going to do a double crochet, chain 3, and do that 2 more times, double crochet into the same spot, chain 3, double crochet into the same spot, chain 3, and now we're going to find the next single crochet and into it do a double crochet. Then you chain 3, find the next corner, which is the last one of this square here. So into the double crochet 2 together of the previous row, we want that repetition of double crochet and chain 3, a total of 3 times. So that was my first one. Let me do it again. Double crochet, chain 3, and then into the same spot, double crochet, and then a chain 3. And now you've come to the last side of the square. So to finish off, we're going to do a double crochet into the single crochet. Now we're going to do our final chain 3. And we'll see here, you started with that chain 5. And remember that that counted as a double crochet and a chain 2. So you're just going to find the third chain of the chain 5, if you count from bottom to top. And into that chain, you're going to do a slip stitch. So here's 1, 2, 3. Into that third chain, insert my hook, grab the yarn, and pull through with a slip stitch. And so this is now my motif number 2 connected to my motif number 1. This is kind of how I did it to connect it to the bottom. And now I'm going to do the same for motifs 3 and 4, but I'm going to connect it on the sides of this new piece, right? So what you got to remember is you're going to start by doing the motif in the same way. You can go back to the beginning and do the base ring, row 1 and row 2. Then for row 3 is the one that you're going to connect it to the next motif. And what you can do is kind of flip this so it's always above you. And you're going to start, you're working it from like counterclockwise. So from here to here. So you're always going to connect at the chain 3 space of the corner. The first one between the double crochet. So double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. That's where you're going to connect. And same for the next one. For the other side, you're going to connect at the first chain 3 that you have. So double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. You would connect here. And then around. And then the last one, you're going to connect at a couple more points because it's, you got to connect it to the top, but also to the side. But once you have connected a few, you'll understand, it's a little bit self-explanatory that you're going to go into the corners. And then you can connect as many as you need. Cut off your yarn, thread your ends through, and I'll show you what this looks like. And once you do the other 2 squares and sew them together, this is what it's going to look like. This is so beautiful. As you can see, it gives you like a little like lace effect for the square. And they're connected in the middle. But this is super stunning. It's a different looking square. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.